From Washington, this is VOA News. I'm David Byrd reporting Embattled Environmental Protection Agency Chief Scott Pruitt has resigned after fighting numerous scandals and alleged ethics violations. As AP's Sagar Meghani reports, President Donald Trump praised Pruitt's work, that is, and thanked him for his service to the country.
From travel and security costs to dealings with industry lobbyists, Truitt was facing several congressional and oversight inquiries and had become a constant source of embarrassment to the president, who tweeted he has accepted Pruitt's resignation. Truitt denied wrongdoing, and the president had praised his efforts to cut regulations at the EPA. He tweeted, "Pruitt's done an outstanding job within the agency," writing, "I will always be thankful to him for this." Sagar Meghani, Washington.
China has warned that it will retaliate with tariffs on U.S. goods if the Trump administration goes ahead with planned tariffs against Chinese products. As Reuters Ed Giles reports, President Donald Trump plans to impose 25% tariffs on more than 800 Chinese products, beginning in just a few hours.
China's Commerce Ministry delivered a stern warning on Thursday, saying Donald Trump's tariff threat was risking the whole global economy.
U.S. measures are essentially attacking global supply and value chains. To put it simply, the U.S. is opening fire on the entire world, including itself.
Just a day before, Chinese state media put it even more bluntly, saying a trade war would bring chaos to the world. At the same time, Beijing stuck to its line that it doesn't want to fight a trade war, but it seems to be gearing up for a pushback when the tariffs drop on Friday.
That's Reuters reporter Ed Giles. For more on these stories and the rest of the day's news, log on to our website, voanews.com. This is VOA News. British police said Thursday that a couple left critically ill in the same area where a former Russian spy was poisoned earlier this year handled a contaminated item. The police said in a statement that tests of samples from Dawn Sturgis and Charlie Rowley show they were exposed to the nerve agent Novichok and are now trying to determine the source of that contamination. Novichok is a Soviet-designed nerve agent that is believed to be more potent than such better-known toxins as VX and sarin. The couple was found unconscious Saturday in Amesbury, 13 kilometers from Salisbury, where former double agent Sergei Skripal and his daughter Yulia were found ill in March. A forecast of rain on Friday has rescuers in Thailand in a race against the water as they scramble to extract 12 young football players and their coach from a flooded cave complex. The 12 boys and their coach have been trapped in the Tam Long cave since June 23rd. Officials are still trying to decide whether to attempt to bring the boys out using scuba diving equipment or to keep them in the cave until the waters recede. Harry Long is a British cave rescue specialist.
Those bits where the visibility is going to be zero, if those coincide with the smallest section of passage, that makes life very much more difficult. And the people who are going to have to oversee the diving out, if that in fact is what does take place in the end, are going to have their work cut out to ensure that these lads can get through there safely.
Water is still flooding the complex and is being continuously pumped out, reducing the flooding by about 1 centimeter an hour. The boys have been described as being in good health. Authorities have said they are being attended to by Thai Navy SEALs and medics who are staying with them inside the cave. Dozens of people are reported missing after a tourist boat capsized on rough seas late Thursday in the southern coast of Thailand. The boat, carrying mostly Chinese tourists, overturned off the island of Phuket, and officials say the search for missing passengers has been suspended for now. The provincial governor said that 53 people were missing and the search would resume early Friday. A second boat capsized earlier in the day off the island's coast, but officials said the 39 Chinese and European tourists on board that vessel were rescued. And at least 24 people were killed and dozens more were injured Thursday when a series of explosions ripped through fireworks workshops in a town just north of Mexico City. The dead included 4 firefighters and 2 police officers who rushed to the scene after the first explosion, only to be killed by the second wave of blasts. I'm David Byrd in Washington.
That's the latest world news from VOA.